Welcome to EDSC 531. This is Theories and Practices of Group Counseling in Schools. My name is Professor Bobo, and I'm excited to be your professor for this course. In this course, we will begin with studying the development and planning and implementing an evaluation of small groups in school counseling. We'll look through the lens of theory, research, case studies, and real-world school-based practices. You will model and demonstrate essentially counseling skills in this class with group counseling and address underlying issues impeding student achievement. We have 5 assignments in this course. The first assignment is your case study assignment. During this assignment, you have 3 scenarios that are listed on your assignment page. You will choose 2 of the 3 scenarios and then respond to them in a well-developed 2 to 3 page paper APA format, reflecting on what would you do in those situations, okay? Please do use research, ask other counselors what would they do in those situations, and maybe even apply some quotes for that. Um, if you have any questions about that, that first assignment is due week 2. The second assignment is involvement and leadership. This is due during our week 3 live session. In this session, what you will do is prepare a group lesson to share with us during the week 3 live session. During this week 3 live session, I will place you in breakout groups, and in those breakout groups, you will share a lesson plan. You are going to share it as if you are the presenter, and you will not pretend as if your peers are your clients. So I have a video for you that I will show you in week 1 that will give you an idea of what to prepare for. You're going to prepare a full lesson as with the videos and the PowerPoints and the handouts that you would do. And you would just kind of speed through it. Each person I'll place you in groups of 3 or 4, and you'll get a chance to observe as well as lead a group. And the second part of this assignment is week 4. It is the reflection paper. And during this reflection paper, you will write a 2-page paper reflecting on the experience of sharing your group lesson, and is also of observing someone else's group. And what were your takeaways? What were the strengths and weaknesses of your peers? What were your strengths and weaknesses as a group leader? Okay, so you're going to answer the questions as you go through your paper. How did you prepare for your group session? What did you do? How did you choose your topic? How did you choose what grade level? How did you choose the number of students? Could this be used for multiple grade levels? And what was the topic and the issues that were discussed? What were your biggest strengths as a leader? What were the strengths that you observed in your classmates that you would like to replicate? And in what areas would you like to improve, grow, and learn as a leader and creating group lessons? Okay. This is important that you attend our week 3 live session. If for some reason you are not available for that week 3, please contact me as soon as possible so that we are able to make other arrangements. Your third assignment is meeting observation. This assignment is due week 6. You are going to observe a group meeting. This group meeting does not need to be a counseling meeting, as it would be difficult considering that we are out of school at this time. So you can observe a church meeting, maybe any type of meeting that you attend socially, if you attend any religious groups, anything like that, that would help you um, complete this assignment. During this, you're going to write a 3 to 5 page paper, and you're going to be focusing on what is the purpose of the group? How do the group members interact? Are there any challenges in the group? So you are going to answer the questions that are listed on your assignment. Name the purpose of the group, the frequency of the meetings, the purpose of the meetings, the number of participants, the sex, the approximate age, and any relationships among the group participants. You don't need to include names, but if they're relationships. The physical setting, include any distracting elements, frequency of interactions between the participants, and the direction and flow of information and interactions. And they would like you to present it with a diagram. You're going to talk about the role of the leader, the structure of the meeting, the dynamics between the members, analysis of any conflicts or power between the participants, and then your overall impression of the effectiveness of the group in achieving its stated purpose or goal, or any changes that you would make if you were in charge of this group. I also will accept any of the meetings that you attended, maybe in the last week of school, that would help you to complete this assignment. So if you don't have any upcoming new groups meetings, then please do use something that you participated in between May and June of the school year. Your fourth assignment is your you're in charge assignment. This is your signature assignment, and this is really important. We are going to do this. I will place you in groups of 3 or 4, depending on the number of students. It may be 2 to 3, and then you're going to design an session, 8 week session group, including the pre-planning activities and follow-up activities. You're going to understand, synthesize, integrate, and apply what has been discussed in the text and the class sessions. And you have a 3 to 4 page paper, which will include the information that is listed on your assignment page. The 3 to 4 page paper should include the name and type of group, the goals and rationale for the group, the literature review regarding the population being served, the pre and post test for the group evaluation, the identification of participation, mindset, and behavior data, the alignment with the ASCA mindsets behaviors, the leader training and goals. So when you are in your groups, what are your group members' leadership training and goals? The group format and techniques, the expectation of the group members, the rules and roles of the participants, and then how confidentiality will be achieved, and how you'll determine who is included and excluded, um, and then an outline of each session. So as you click on your lesson plan template, you will find the actual lesson plan. And I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see. So the lesson plan has the format, and all you'll do is type on that specific format. I'll share that with you um, also in our week 1 session. So you can see now the lesson plan here, and you will fill in this. There will be 8 of these. Now you are not the only part that you will not fill out is the outcome data, because you're not actually delivering this lesson. So since you are not delivering the lesson, you don't have this particular information, like what happened as far as that's concerned. Okay, so you're going to fill in all of this information, and there will be 8 lesson plans, a total of 8 lesson plans. And anything that you have, you will share with the group. For instance, if it needs worksheets, if it has a PowerPoint, if it has um, a YouTube video that the students will be watching. You can select the topic yourself. It could be anxiety, it could be group, it could be social skills, it could be attendance, it could be these are all topics that we'll be discussing in the course. And you will create 8 lesson plans. And the point of it is to put it in sequential order in which you would deliver it and how you are going to teach a skill set and review the previous skill set and how they all flow together. An example of that might be if I was doing in emotions, I might start with a couple of emotions, the sad ones, the uncomfortable ones, and we talk about it, play a game. I'd give a handout, and they would learn how to detect that emotion. Perhaps in another student, this would be for a lower grade level. And then what should you do? How could you help a person when they're feeling that way? And then we would go to the comfortable feelings, the happy, joyful, pride, confident, and all of that. And then we would build on that and we'd talk about self-esteem, what that is, when we feel good about ourselves, the different activities that we would address. And we would continue to um, build upon that and use those lessons to help. Okay. So that is your lesson number 4. Your 5th and final lesson is your signature assignment. This is the one that if you don't complete this assignment, you're not able to get a grade in this course. This is going to be, you're going to prepare a 2-page summary of an article um, on anything involving group counseling. So you're going to research any information regarding group counseling, and then you're going to give the title of the article, the name, the publication, date of the article, and the authors, summarize the research being represented, your personal reflection about the implications for school counseling as discussed in the article. Consider the practical applications to school counseling, the value of it, leadership, collaboration skills that are required to implement it, and then the challenges that school counselors often face. We're going to use APA format again. One of the things I want to point out is that underneath the writing section and tools, it has the APA format with a template. Please just use that template to ensure that you're having your headings, your citations, your title page, and that it's in the correct format. If you just use that template, then you will always get points for that format. So those are our 5 assignments that are due during this course. A couple of reminders that week 8 ends. Your assignment is due on Wednesday, and week 8 is our shortest week where your final it ends on Friday. We don't go till Sunday. Um, all the other assignments are due on Sunday evenings. And then your discussion boards, the initial discussion board is always due on a Thursday. And your 2 responses to peers are always due on Sunday. I have put in due dates for you. So for each assignment, that should pop up on your calendar as a reminder. A little bit about myself. I've been a school counselor for 25 years and in the Hawthorne School District. I've worked at all 3 levels, middle, high school, and I'm currently in the elementary school level. Um, I have 1 son, and I've been teaching for Concordia University since 2011, which is the inception of the school counseling program. I have taught all of the classes and courses within this program, and I am a great resource. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free. I have our office hours scheduled for 4 o'clock on the day of our class. So you can jump in if you need to meet with me ahead. And I will also ask that I meet with you if there's any concerns with you turning in assignments or keeping up with the course. Please also remember that week 4 is the final week that you're able to drop the course. After that, we don't have any room for assisting you through the process um, of completing the course without you having to retake the course and pay for it again. Okay, so keep those things in mind. I look forward to meeting with you during our first live session, which is week 1. We will have 4 live sessions: week 1, 3, 5, and 7. And please remember, if you have any questions or concerns, week 3, for week 3, contact me as soon as possible. All of my information is listed in Canva. Thank you very much. Have a great day.